Shifting focus now, French President Emmanuel Macron's new pension reform bill begins its journey through Parliament on Monday. The same scheme that drew over 1 million protesters to the streets last Thursday. Macron has been touting the reforms for years. He says that his re-election proves that the public wants the reforms, but demonstrations will continue throughout France. The next major rally is scheduled for the 31st of January. But why has the pension reform sparked such massive resistance, especially among women? Now first, let's look at what the bill proposes. French citizens are currently entitled to a state pension. They contribute to the pension fund throughout their working years. Macron plans to gradually raise the minimum retirement age from the present 62 to 64 by 2027. People will also need to work for 43 years to avail the full pension benefits. That's up from the current 42. If people do not work that long, they will receive a reduced pension from when they retire until the age of 67. This means that people will have to work and contribute longer to get their full pension. Macron has also planned a full pension rate based on France's minimum wage. It comes to about $1,300 per month, about $100 more than the present minimum full pension. This is a simplified explanation. There are additional allowances, and people in dangerous jobs such as law enforcement can retire earlier. But let's look at what really happens. It's not as though most people up and retire when they blow out candles on their 62nd birthday. Not women, at least. Government data from 2020 shows that the average male retirement age is 62, but for French women, it is 62 years and 6 months. The data also shows that French women's pensions are about 40% lower than men's. Raising children is a major reason for this.
For women, it's even more difficult because some have switched to part-time work to take care of their children or other things with a career that's a bit broken up. So some of them end up with pensions that will be really ridiculous. I was on a part-time schedule and I took a parental leave at some point. And I took a sabbatical year at some point in my career because I really needed a pause. And as a result of all of this, we find ourselves needing to make salary contributions for a longer period.
When women take a break from work, they cannot contribute to the pension scheme. It forces them to work longer to make up for the missed pension payments. This is because partial pensions can be substantially below minimum wage. For many people, they are not enough to survive on until the age of 67. Experts say the pension reforms will impact women more.
Women will be more impacted by this reform because women have more difficulties to get a full pension rights. You know, you have in France to contribute for 42 years now, and soon it will be 43 years by 2027. And women have interruptions for taking care of children.
Macron says the reforms are necessary to stem losses from France's current pension scheme. But protesters believe that there are other ways to finance pensions. They have suggested raising taxes on the super rich or increasing employer pension contributions. They plan to continue the demonstrations until Macron backs down. Meanwhile, women are also marching to prevent the existing inequalities from getting worse. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.